Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiara, and if you're new here, I talk about all things lashes and lifestyle. So today I decided to hop on and do my makeup with you guys, but while I'm doing makeup, I'm also going to be answering some questions that I get frequently. So I'll be answering questions as it pertains to lashes, life, my mindset in business, how life has been since I am a fiance, and basically everything. People are always asking me questions, and I get a lot of the same questions often. So I decided, why not create a video and just chit chat with you guys. This is something new for my channel, something different, because I'm always educating or teaching when it comes to lashing, or I'm sharing about my fitness journey since I've been on the GLP-1 shot. And so I did get some questions about that, so I'll be answering those as well. So all right, so before we start, I want to share with you guys what I just picked up from ULTA today. I simply went in there just for foundation, but of course I found so many other things that I could use, especially for face, because I have been experiencing so much hyperpigmentation, and I truly believe that it's from my foundation and my brushes not being clean. So the very first thing that I picked up from ULTA is some brushes, and these are the Morph brushes, and I got these were $33, and I was really just going for this brush here, that foundation brush, but I seen the whole set, and they had these brushes on sale, so individually they were 40% off, but once I seen the set, I was like, I might as well get the set for $33, and that's what I did. So I got these, and so since I got these, I also got this makeup brush bag as a gift. This was free, so this was a gift, so that's a plus. I went in for foundation. I really wanted the Danessa Myricks, but here in my city, our Sephora is very limited to what they get in, and they didn't have the foundation that I needed, so I decided to just go back to the try and true, right back to the Fenty. So this is the Soft Matte Longwear Foundation from Fenty, and I got this in the color 445. I tried on the 450, but the 450 was just a little bit too red. So yeah, 445. Yeah, so yeah, got this in the color 445. And then I also got some color corrector. So I've been saying the girls getting this skin corrector, and so I decided that I needed to grab me one, especially for like my upper lip, just because it does like have a darker shadow or that pigmentation, and sometimes that does bother me when I put on my foundation. So I got the Bobbi Brown skin corrector and deep bisque. I picked up some things like for my face. Oh wait, Fenty gave me a free gloss bomb. Super excited to try this out. This is in the color Fussy. Super excited. I'm gonna put this on today. And then I've been seeing people talk about the Bioma. So Keisha, she was talking about the Bioma milky toner, so I wanted to try this out. So I kind of been on this. I've been shopping for facial products that I'm gonna use. So far I've tried Tatcha. And I only got the cleanser, and I've been using like e.l.f. for other things, but I want to try this Bioma. So this is the Milky Moisture Cleanser and the Hydrating Milky Toner. And then I also got the Moisturizing Gel Cream. And I found this off in that little, y'all know how they have like the little caddy, and it has like all the little miniature things. So while I was waiting to check out, I had already picked this up. So when I seen this, I was like, okay, well, I might as well add this into the collection as well. So got these two things. Really excited to try these out. If you've tried these out, please let me know how you like them. And then also in that little caddy thing, they had, y'all know the thing I'm talking about, this at the registered Ulta. They also had the Good Molecules spot corrector for dark pigmentation, and I have, if you can tell, like I just have it like right here and around my hairline. It's just really bad, especially right here. It's pretty embarrassing now that I'm looking at it. So let's jump into it. Now I love to keep my things in my Glamaholic. I like to call this my makeup bag. Okay, this is my Glamaholic bag, and yes, I'm a Glamaholic girl. So let's jump right into it. So first I'm starting out with my tried and true. I have my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. If you know, you know. So we're gonna start out with this. I'm gonna move this out there. So the first question that I got was, what is a typical day in my life as an entrepreneur, as a beautypreneur? And if I'm being honest, every day is not the same. Like today is not gonna look like yesterday or tomorrow. So I truly have to be very intentional at the very beginning of the week of what I plan to do. I'm just gonna move this back a little bit. Of what I plan to do for the week, or what's gonna be most important, or what's gonna take priority for the week. So typically what my day looks like, and you guys have seen this before, it's me waking up early in the morning, me waking up, going to get my workout in, coming back, fixing my cup of coffee because I love my coffee, coming back, fixing my cup of coffee, and then jumping right into my day. The first thing that I like to do is wake up and jumping right into my day. So this is the liquid bronzer foundation brush from Morphe. Look at that. Look at those bristles on there. Now mind you, I don't do makeup. Like, I only do my makeup, and I have gotten pretty good at it. So currently my schedule, so like I was saying, but typically if I could paint my most perfect day, it's going to be me waking up, getting up, going to the gym, coming back, prepping my daughter, getting her ready for school, heading off, dropping her off at school, and then depending on the day of the week, I'm either going to start the day over here at the school, or I'm going to start next door in my lash studio and prepare to take clients. So that's typically what my mornings look like. Now the way my day is set up, if I have class first thing in the morning, I might take some clients towards the end. Oh, I forgot that color corrector. I'm gonna just do like this. I might take some clients at the end of the day, or like in the middle, in between my classes, just so I can make sure I'm fitting in my loyal clients. Like, I'm gonna always try to get them in, especially if I can and I'm not feeling overworked. I do my best to try to get some content in of what I'm going to be doing for the day. Just depending on what I want to record, or what I think is going to really highlight what my week looked like as an entrepreneur and as a lash artist, as well as a mom. And it just looks different from day to day. I think that's the beauty in being a beautypreneur, is that no day is the same. However, I came from education, and education was something that was very, very predictable. Like, I knew what was gonna happen every day. I knew what time I was getting off. I knew what time I had to be there. I knew what time I was eating lunch. Like, I just knew what my day was gonna consist of. So switching over into being an entrepreneur, it has been very overwhelming sometimes, but I have been adjusting well. It's been a big adjustment, and I feel like I kind of got a better hold on things, whereas before it used to be very, especially being a mama, like, it was just a lot for me. But now I feel like I got a really good hold on our schedule and everything like that, and making sure my daughter stays on a schedule. It's working out. The next question I get is, what does the soft life look like for you? And this is very alarming, because if you know me, the soft life is not something that I have lived. However, recently I have been able to merge over into that life, as well as continue to still be the boss babe that I am, all thanks to my wonderful fiance. So if you guys didn't know, I am engaged. So I'm engaged, and I have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful fiance who allows me to sit in my femininity. And this isn't something that I've always been able to do, nor is it something that is comfortable to do, because it's a big change. It's a big change. And so when he allows me to be there, baby, sometimes I don't know what to do with it. I really just don't know what to do. I'm like, you want me to do what? He'll be like, yeah, just sit down, I'll do this, go to bed, go lay down. And that has not always been an option for me. So it has been a little overwhelming, but I love it here. And I'm just so grateful to God that I get the opportunity to experience the softness with someone who is true, who truly loves me, who I love to the depths of this earth. Like, I love that man so much. But yeah, so right now, soft life means to me being able to rest, being able to not take on so much, not having to put so much on my shoulders. Like, now soft life looks like to me, I have help, and not being afraid to ask for help. Okay, if I need it, I'm gonna ask for it. So that's what soft life looks like for me. And it can be different for everyone. I think when I was first introduced to the term soft life, it was more so along the lines of doing things, like outward things, not so much like how you feel, but the things that you do or the things that you can afford to do, such as like going to Pilates class or, just buying this or not having to worry about that. Like, by no means am I not worried. I still continue to worry about things. Do I have to worry about them as much? No. And that is what I feel like soft life means for me. Next question I have is, how does being engaged how has that changed how I show up as a woman? And like I just talked about, that softness, baby, I'm all in. I'm all in. Like, I am in a space in my life where I can be who I want to be. I am safe to be who I am. I am safe to be who I am and share that with others because of my environment. Yeah. And that has changed so much for me and how I show up as a woman, because before it was really, I played things really safe. I was always worried about my image, what people thought, how people might feel if I did this or did that. But since being engaged, I'm not worried about none of that, because I got nobody to impress. The man that I love loves me. He loves me regardless of any of this makeup and all that. Sorry, y'all, somebody was trying to come in here. But he loves me regardless of anything. So it has really changed. Being engaged has changed my role in the home as well. I feel like there are things that I get to focus on that I didn't get to focus on before. Like, I'm truly just staying in my lane. I'm just staying in my lane. And I love that for me. I love that I get to choose like what I'm gonna focus on. Like, I get to think about how we're gonna decorate for Christmas, how we're gonna set the table for Thanksgiving, and what are we gonna eat for Thanksgiving, what we gonna eat this weekend, like what fun activities can we put together for the kids to make sure that they are thriving and having a fantastic childhood. Like, those are the things I'm worried about right now. And also, like, what's the next makeup product I'm gonna buy? Because before, I wasn't worried about, I would never like just walk into Ulta and buy things just because that just wasn't a thing that was on my mind. And also, I wasn't creating content like I am now. So there's that. Is, how did I get into the lash industry? So I got into the lash industry. At the time, I was a teacher. I was a teacher, and I wanted my lashes done, but I didn't know. This was a time where everybody was putting on those fake false lashes, and your girl didn't know how to do that. So I tried my hardest to put these lashes on, but I truly did not know what I was doing. I couldn't do it. My natural lashes are a true D-curl, super curly, and just really hard to put those strips on, and I just couldn't do it. And also, I didn't like the way it felt. Like, once it was on, I felt like I had press-on nails on my eyes. Does that make sense? Like, it felt like at any moment that it was gonna come off. So I searched on Instagram for lashes, and I found a girl in Irving, Texas, because at the time I was living in Dallas, and she put on my first classic set. So my first set was a classic set, and it was so long, but it was so cute. And I loved how they looked. And so I think I started going to her at the end of 2016. So at the end of 2016, all of 2017, and I remember in 2017 I wrote in my journal, I was like, I would love to take an eyelash class. I know I'm really good with my hands, and I feel like this is something that I could be good at. This was around the time when I was trying to figure out what my next move was going to be. I had my bachelor's degree. I'm a teacher, and I knew that being a teacher was not going to be my end-all be-all. Hence why I'm where I'm at right now. And so after that, I decided to enroll in a master's degree program to be a school counselor. Me and my friend, we worked together. We were teachers together, had shared a room, and we were friends. And we decided that we were going to sign up to go to Lamar University, and we were going to become school counselors. Now, I started this program in February. I didn't make it to the summer. I cannot remember what happened. I can't remember what happened. Why did I stop taking them classes? I cannot remember. I think it was something that I needed, maybe like a test or something. But anyway, I stopped taking those classes because I was like, I'm done. I'm done with this. I don't want to do this anymore. It truly wasn't where my passion was. And at that time, I had bought me a Cricut because I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I just didn't know. No. So I bought a Cricut, and so I bought a Cricut, and I started making t-shirts because at the time I was a cheer coach, and my girls really couldn't afford a lot. So I wanted to make sure that I could just allow them to experience what it feels like to really look good as cheerleaders and really experience so much. So I bought this Cricut, and I was making things for them. And that sparked the entrepreneur in me. Baby, when I got that first cash app and I heard that cha-ching, that was it for me. It did something to my mind. I was like, that was too easy. That was too easy. Like, I made this with my hands. So I still never took a lash class. So fast forward 2018, it was August. My lash artist was like, I'm having a training. If you want to take it, it's this much. So I asked her about it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take it. At that time, lash trainings were $1,200. And so I ended up signing up for it. And I took the lash training. I'll never forget. August 18th, 2018. It was just something about the 8s. It just signaled like new beginning. And my birthday is August 28th, and so this was a birthday gift to myself. Becoming a lash artist was a birthday gift to myself. And so I took the training. My cousin came, and she was my model, and I could do her right eye, but I could not do her left eye, and the rest was history, baby. Once I picked up them tweezers, everything else was a wrap. So after I did that training, that was August 2018, I was just taking models here and there. I mean, I was charging little or nothing, but I was so determined to learn how to do lashes and to learn how to do lashes well, because like I told you, I was good with my hands. I would do people's hair for free. I would do people's hair for free. Sometimes they would pay me, and I would just be like, thank you, but you didn't have to do all that. And so yeah, and then the next year I made out a goal list, and my goal was to apply for lash school. So I ended up applying for a school. I got accepted, and I went to that school. So this whole time I'm being a teacher, I'm doing lashes, and I'm also still a cheer coach, okay? Don't forget that. So at this time, I just was like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep doing this. So I finished in August 2019 with that class. And at that time, I was going through a really hard time. I had broke up with my boyfriend in like 5 years. And honestly, literally, that moment, August, was when my life changed. August 2019 is when my life changed. What made me want to open a lash business in school? So obviously because I was doing lashes, I moved, but obviously because I was doing lashes, like I just knew that I could get better at this. And so people were booking me and I was like, I'm building revenue. It just makes sense to just go ahead and make this a business. So I did. Like I said, 2019 really changed my life. So anyway, I ended up getting pregnant February 2020 and decided to move back to my hometown So I did take a teaching job temporarily just to help me with the transition. But after I had my baby at the end of 2020, I decided that I was going to quit my job. That next year, 2021. Now, mind you, I'm doing lashes on the side, but I'm only doing them very, very, it was like hit or miss. Like I wasn't doing them that much just because I wasn't doing them that much. First of all, I was a new mom and I'm working full time. So I'm still trying to learn this new job. And then I'm trying to learn, first of all, how to be a mom, how to balance it all. Like that was like my eye opener. But however, at the end of 2021, well, not at the end of the school year was like April 2021, I kept getting the nudge. It was like God was telling me, quit. I could not stop thinking about it. Like I wake up thinking about it, I go to sleep thinking about it, I wake up thinking about it, went to sleep thinking about it. I never knew that I would fully quit teaching or be a full-time lash artist. And so when I decided to quit teaching, I just went full force. I was living in my own space at the time, decided to move out. I moved in with my parents so I could sacrifice and save my money. And really, honestly, just to see if this thing was really gonna pop off. Now, it popped off. I ended up getting me a little office suite, moved in with my parents, put everything in the storage, and I started taking clients. I was only in that office suite for August, September, October, November, December, 5 months before I decided I was going to open up True Lash Studios. And that is where I now lash full-time, myself as well as 2 other lash artists. So it's a salon studios and it has about 4 rooms in it. And so I lease them out to other lash artists. And so that is how I really found my foot in the lash industry. Now, when I was like, okay, I'm getting really good at this, like I knew that I wanted to educate. I knew that being a lash educator is something that I wanted to do, as well as opening a school. Like I wanted to do that before I opened up the studios. And so I ended up staying in my spot. I think it was about maybe a year, and then a year later, the people that were next door to me, they moved out, literally next door. Like I'm next door to my lash studio. This is my school, my studio is next door, literally next door. They moved out, and the lady knew that I was looking for a space to open up my school, and God heard my prayers, because I was like, God, I would really love for my school and my studios to be next door. And baby, he made a way, like he always does. And so now I'm sitting in East Texas Lash Institute, and this is where I teach and inspire and motivate aspiring lash artists. Here I teach them, I help them build their businesses here. And yeah, being a lash artist is great and all, but one thing I wish more lash artists knew is that you really got to be about your business. Like you really have to double down and really look at the business side of things in order for your business to grow. This comes with like your character, your numbers, how you market yourself, how you show up every day is so important. And I think this is where a lot of lash artists kind of fumble the ball. I wouldn't say they fumble the ball. I would just say that they don't know a lot about it, which is why I talk so much about it here on my YouTube channel. Another question I get asked, and this is not even just by like people that want to be lash artists, but just like for my family and stuff like that, they always want to know, Kiara, how do you do it all? How do you just not get burned out? And I think I have a really good talent of compartmentalizing things. I think I have a really good talent of just compartmentalizing things and like taking things as they go. I am a Virgo, and so I feel like I am very organized, but not like organized, but I'm like organized. Like I know what's going on. Like I know the mission. Like I know what's ahead. Like I know where I'm headed, right? So everything that I do it makes sense. Everything I do is calculated, and it is it's for a bigger purpose. Like I'll never do something that just truly just doesn't make sense. Like everything has a purpose or reason, and it's an alignment. And I truly feel like that's just how life is. Like everything that has happened in my past and currently happening is because something in my future. It's lining things up for something in my future. And I think that helps me to avoid burnout, and it also helps me to just really stay focused and not take things too personal. Because when you start to take things too personal, that shifts your energy, and it takes you out of the alignment that you need to be in to reach that end goal. And so believing and knowing that everything happens for a reason, everything happens for a purpose. Like this life I'm living is already designed and orchestrated. I just get so excited to see like what's next. Like that is how I literally wake up every morning. Like what's next? Like what are we doing today, God? Because you always outdo yourself, and I'm here for it. Like I'm here for it. So just show me how good it can get. So really, that's just kind of like how I avoid burnout, how I avoid the mundaneness of and the task and the everything. You know, just the everyday life. That's just how I deal with things. So yeah. One major question that I get asked is, how do I manage like working out, my fitness journey and things like that? So if you can tell, like as you're watching these videos, my face has gotten slimmer, and that's because your girl has lost 30 pounds. I have lost 30 pounds since, what is it, July? No, not July, June. So I started tirzepatide, which is a GLP-1. I started that back in June. It was actually May 28th to be exact, because we were counting the exact day. So May 28th, I started the tirzepatide shot, and your girl has lost 30 pounds. And so that has helped me just maintain my fitness and my health, and it's keeping me energized and looking good. I really feel very confident showing up now since the weight loss. I mean, like you never know how much weight you truly need to lose until you start losing it. Cause nobody was gonna say nothing. Nobody was gonna tell me, like, girl. And I felt like I was really trying my hardest to lose weight. I've always been, I love working out. Like that's just what I do. I love working out, love it. But it can be hard whenever you're a business owner, just because you're just really inconsistent when it comes to eating and working out. And also it can be stressful. So I feel like my cortisol levels were always high. So I feel like what this GLP-1 has done was kind of like balance everything out so that my body wasn't working against itself. Because it was like, I'm trying to lose weight, I'm trying to work out more. Like everything was like clashing with each other. I feel like my body was truly in shock, if we're just gonna be honest. So that's how I am keeping up with my fitness and making sure that I remain healthy and well while on this entrepreneurship journey. Because if you're not taking care of yourself, the business can't run. Okay, I am the business. Like I have to make sure things are in line. Like I call the shots. Like I am the business. So if I am not well and healthy, I cannot run a well organized machine. I cannot run two businesses. I cannot be a mom. I cannot be a fiance. I cannot be who I need to be in my everyday life. So that is how I'm showing up. One thing that has shifted my mindset this year is knowing that everything is not about me. And I know it sounds real simple, and no, I'm not a selfish person, but I will say there were some things I was thinking very selfishly about. I've had to check myself a lot when it comes to just like things not happening the way I thought they would happen, or how to do things. And even with just creating content, like sometimes we want to create the content that we want to create when truly your audience wants you to create the content that they want to consume. And this goes well for like my relationship. Like things will happen and it's not about me. You have other people to consider. And even with my business, like a lot of the things that I do is not about me. And it's so funny that this shifted my mindset, because I've been new that this life that I'm living is not about me. My life is not about me. I am living to glorify God. I am living to be the light to others. And I've always said the prayer, God, shine your light through me. Let me be, or let me say, or let me show up however you need me to show up for whoever you need me to show up for. Put me in position. It's always been what I said. So knowing that it's not about me, it's not about me. It's not about me. And so that has been like the biggest mindset change for me in 2025. It is not about you, Kiara, and I'm okay with that. Oh, this is a little pink. I didn't think it would be this pink. But what's next for me personally is I'm getting married. Your girl is about to get married. I think I'm going to do a lip liner with this. Your girl is about to get married and merge families. So I have a daughter. He has 2 sons. So that is what I'm focused on right now. And then professionally is growing True Lash. And like I just said, this is not about me. So I'm working on creating opportunities for other lash artists in many multiple ways. So I already provide lash supplies. You can purchase those at truelashstudios.com if you want to try out our supplies. So I already provide supplies for lash artists in the area. That's cute. I already provide supplies for lash artists in the area, and then I provide a space for them to work. I provide mentorship. I teach them about lashes. So I'm looking to grow in another way that's going to really help lash artists in my area, not only in my area, but globally. Like I want to be that person when it comes for lashes. Like I want people to come to me. I want people to want to learn from me. I want people to be inspired by me when it comes to lashes, and not only when it comes to lashes, but when it comes to life in general. Like I just aspire to live a life that glorifies who God is and who He is to me, and I want that light to shine. I want people to see that. Like I want people to be inspired through my life. So I'm going to create more avenues for lash artists like you and for women like you to just be the best you that you can be, because truly what this life is about, it's about becoming. And yeah, so that's what's next for me. So this is the face. I think it turned out really cute. I really love that foundation. Is a matte foundation. I think it's really cute. Let me know what you guys think. And I will link all of this in the description, everything that I used today. So if you like how something looks, I will link it. But yeah, so I am done. And this chat was so necessary, because I bet y'all be like, I don't know who she thinks she is, just bossing us around, telling us to do with our lash businesses, and we don't even know nothing about her. But yeah, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A and this little get ready with me makeup tutorial. This was new for me and I had a great time. If you have questions or just want to chat with me about anything that we talked about today, drop it below in the comment section. And until next time, girlies, I will see you next time. Have a good day. Bye.